This very special extra-sode is brought to you by B. Do I mean the letter B or do I mean the person who goes by B? Well, I mean B in all senses, and B is so thoughtful because they have commissioned this extra special extra-sode for a loved one, and you'll hear more about that as well as the title of the movie in 1 second.
Totes Recall.
Welcome to Totes Recall, the podcast where we talk about a movie we can't remember very well. Push pause on the recording. Watch the movie we just talked about while eating 2 pizzas and 2 salads. Thank you, patrons. Come back for a second half of the recorded show in which we talk again about the very same movie. Now, from a highly educated position where we know what we got right and wrong, how it holds up in this day and age. That's the show, guys. My name is Dan.
This is Molly.
I'm the uneducated, also Dan.
And I'm Beth.
And our movie, this very special episode, is Dreamcatcher.
I think you mean extrasode.
Thank you. I do.
Wait, I hate to go back so soon when we've just begun to move forward, but Lyndon, what do you mean?
It was a flawless intro.
And I noticed you kept your eyes open while you recorded it, and I wonder if that was distracting. But that's not what I want to go back to.
Okay.
Beth, delete all this.
Do you want me to do it again with my eyes closed?
No.
I'm like holding a glass of water on top of my head.
Ooh, yes.
I think you did a great job.
I'm like balancing a wooden spoon on your finger.
Damn, this is wasted
seems dangerous.
on an audio audience.
It seems very dangerous to have a glass of water so precariously perched.
And I apologize. Dan Linden, why did you say the uneducated Dan? What is that about?
Because Dan said we come back
very
educated.
Good intro. Yeah.
I was riffing.
Oh.
It's comedy where we have fun, Molly.
Yeah, Dan and I, unlike you, Molly, Dan and I try to have fun with this podcast. That's our role.
I am unfamiliar with fun.
Yeah. I've seen this movie.
Have you really?
I have. Yeah.
I gotta admit, I've never heard of it.
Been a while.
Nice.
There's a store called Dreamcatcher, and that's the only other instance I've known of this name.
Was that kind of like a Claire's situation?
Or is it a witch situation?
I think it's more like a gaming situation.
Oh.
And I think actually they have Magic the Gathering cards specifically for little kids.
Okay. This is the one that's like in a suburb of Minneapolis?
Yes, in a shopping center, I think.
Dreamcatcher.
Yeah, we're talking about 2 different things. The one Beth's talking about is not what Molly's talking about.
It's not called Dreamcatcher,
Are you talking about Dreamer's Vault?
No.
Yes.
What? Really?
Dream Haven?
It's the store where my brother used to buy Pokemon cards.
Yeah. I am so sorry.
This is going great. It's fine.
I have accepted that I don't remember movies very well, but I have not fully embraced how bad my memory is in other capacities as well.
Yeah, thanks for that mini episode of Totes Recall Game Store Edition.
Retail location.
Yeah.
Here's what I know about the movie Dreamcatcher. I know it came out, I'm going to say, in the early 2000s is going to be my guess.
Wow.
I'm
Who are you,
80% 2003.
Early was like too specific to be Molly.
That's true.
Hey!
Yeah.
Hey!
I am 80% sure this is a Stephen King story that has been adapted into a film.
Okay.
I am 70% sure that one of the actors is Jason Lee, skateboarder turned actor turned...
Jason Lee was a skateboarder?
That was like his whole deal before he became an actor, man, I think. I'm pretty sure.
Before Mallrats?
I believe it was before Mallrats, yes.
Oh.
Wow.
Look it up. I don't know.
I'll write that down and get back to us on the second half.
Great.
Thank you. Here's what I'm guessing about this movie. It's bad.
Yeah.
That's my guess.
think
My
like
guess is
Fun bad?
I hope so. Quick peek behind my curtain. Earlier today with my wife, no big deal, Borat voice, don't dox us.
Yep.
I can't remember the bit now. I feel like it evolved very rapidly a couple episodes ago. She asked, what are you watching tonight? I said, Dreamcatcher. She looked into the middle distance and just said, why? I explained it was an extra special episode, executive produced by one of our favored listeners, B.
Mm-hmm.
And all the information she gave me was, I remember seeing that movie on cable and it was awful.
Ooh.
So that's all I know about this movie.
Are you interested in finding out why B selected this movie?
I would love, if we don't mind, I guess, Beth, you've already read it, so you know something, but I would love just a hot Molly take going in blind
Oh,
Ooh,
yeah,
yeah.
great idea.
based on, I mean, Dan gave you a couple nuggets,
Okay.
but I'm willing to put 60 seconds on the Union Strong clock
Wow.
Okay.
and
Great.
let Molly go
Okay.
ham
Well, that's the only option I have.
in 3, 2, 1, go.
We open on a graveyard and there's a
Ooh.
mist, and
Mm.
it pans up to a house, a small house on the edge of the graveyard cemetery. And there's a dream catcher in the window, and the mist travels past, and now the rain catcher's name is Christine, and Christine is haunted. And at first it seems like it's only going to be good things coming from the dream
Halfway
catcher
mark.
because the teen boy who lives in the room at first gets cool at doing stuff like skateboarding, and it seems like everything's going to go great, but then it goes badly, and he buries a pet in a cemetery, and he goes to find a dead body.
Close to the end.
And then the dream catcher drives off of a cliff with him inside it, and then the credits.
Wow.
Also, he falls in
Time.
love.
The Dreamcatcher is driving a car?
You know,
And there's also
I-
a rain catcher.
it's a rain catcher or a dream catcher. What
The
did I say?
movie is called
You
Dreamcatcher,
said
but you
both.
mentioned a rain catcher at some point. And
I think what
didn't know if that
happened-
was,
Can I throw my theory out for what happened?
yeah.
Yeah.
I think Molly was so proud of herself for shoveling in more Stephen King references that she just stopped trying to remember what the actual name of the movie was.
I mean, that's not untrue, but I was actually pretty impressed with my brain for getting quite a few Stephen King moments
too.
in there. I
When
forgot
I-
Misery completely.
Sure. I mean, when you got to more than one, I was like, oh, good for her. I see what she's doing.
I really don't know, but I assume it's something goes poorly in unexpected ways.
Sure.
Seems right.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing the protagonist is a man, but maybe it's not.
It's a solid bet.
I think
Is
it's
this a
4
solid
men.
bet?
Oh, wow.
man.
4 men?
Yeah.
Is it 4 men and also has 4 men?
Yes.
Yeah,
Les
great.
deux, as they say
Oh.
Mm.
in
Excuse me?
France. Les deux. Means
What are you
both.
doing?
Catch
Or
les deux.
the two.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Oh,
I was
both of
confused
my-
because we were talking about 4 and then you were saying something
Yeah,
about
I was
2,
also
and then-
confused.
That's fair.
I was like, it's the square root. I don't know.
That's true.
I don't know how the French count.
Is there math in this movie?
The French count weird. They go by 20s.
Excuse me?
Is there
What do
in
you
this
mean by
movie?
that?
My francophones know what I'm talking about.
All right, I guess we'll table that for another episode.
I was going to say there's like a path diverges in the wood, and we have to decide at every turn whether to continue talking about the movie or to follow every butterfly flight of fancy,
Yeah.
including how the French count.
Yeah.
But
And
before we get
Dan
into-
is our swarm of butterflies.
So it's 4 men, so it's kind of like Stand By Me.
Ah.
It's like 4 males.
Aren't those boys?
Sure.
Yes, but these are men.
Did I say males? Did I say males?
Yeah, listen to
You
women,
did,
Dan.
Molly.
Yeah. Yeah, give it a try.
Okay. I'll try.
I'm just messing with you. Oh God, now everybody hates me. Here's the
Just
thing,
the men.
though.
I mean, that's
based on
fine,
that small
right?
piece of information, I'm going to guess it does not pass the Bechdel Wallace unless the Dreamcatcher is a human form.
Ooh, Dan's bet. There are 2 female ghosts, and they talk to each other.
Oh, wow.
Are they named?
Of course.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. All
Wow.
right. It's a ghost pass.
Yeah.
This is a ghost movie.
I don't know.
Am I going to be scared?
I don't know.
Maybe. I am. Peek
Oh
behind our curtain.
no, I don't want to be scared.
We're recording remotely for health reasons. And I'm very
Can
disappointed.
you tell?
I am very disappointed not to be watching this movie in the same room as Molly and Beth specifically, because I think
Yeah.
you are going to hate it.
In a unique way.
I don't want to be scared.
Beth, can you do us a favor and can you keep track of how often you block your own view?
Yeah, it's going to be probably a majority of the movie.
Nice.
Yeah.
Anytime I hear like music kind of stop,
Yes.
we know that something bad is about to happen.
Yeah.
Here's
That
my
will
hope.
be an eyes covered.
Here's my
moment.
hope for Beth. My hope is that the movie will be so poorly executed that it will, even the parts that are supposed to be scary are too stupid for you to be bothered by them.
I hope that too.
There's a decent chance of that, but I remember it being both kind of scary and gross.
Oh no, the worst kind of scary.
And very confusing.
Is this
No,
could this
a
be
triple threat.
Could this be the first? I mean, I guess I don't know our executive producer's motivations, but I'm starting to feel like this is maybe the first time ever, as even though I've accused our listeners of it for years, of an actual for spite movie recommendation.
It could be. Should we hear more about why B picked it?
I'd love to.
Yeah, let's do that. Okay, you ready? B says, my wife is obsessed with this movie.
Nice.
I had seen it once before meeting her and dismissed it as just bad. She pitches it as an intriguing first act that holds so much promise but never seems to answer any of the questions it raises. Her obsession made me revisit it, and it infected me like an alien emerging from my butt on the toilet.
Nice.
Is that going to happen?
I
I
believe
hope
it
so.
does.
Really? Yeah.
Amazing. Okay. It has a great cast of several big names with even bigger eyebrows, some up and coming actors, and everybody is making big choices between accents, mannerisms, and line delivery. It's written by Stephen King and directed by Lawrence Kasdan,
Damn.
writer of Empire Strikes Back, Raiders of the Lost Ark, director of The Big Chill. Seems like a solid recipe. But tone-wise, it's all over the place. Is it magic realism? Is it a disease movie? Is it an alien movie? Is it a savant movie? Is it a midlife crisis movie?
Nice.
Oh my God, there's a lot of stuff going on there. Okay. There are genuinely creepy and affecting sequences. The animal exodus really stuck with me. Next to slapstick and attempts at comedy, toilet monsters, and toothpick conundrums.
Wow.
The timeline and plot is torturous and confusing. The rules of the world seem to shift. Giant alien ships are landing in mainland USA in secret, and I'm not sure how a Dreamcatcher factors in.
Oh, wow.
Amazing. Okay. And then we have the magical, mentally disabled character who is an alien in disguise for decades, but still requires human caretakers? That has predestined the main cast as saviors of humanity against a second alien? Or is it an alien infection? Who knows? It smacks of Stephen King drug-fueled mania and results in some of the more bonkers choices I've ever seen put to film. Complimentary.
Wow.
Wow. Even that description of it, I'm like, I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, I'm really impressed at how much be packed in there, and I still am not sure what this movie is. Like at first I was
My
like, oh
memory
no,
is
Beth's
it's
spoiling the whole thing. But now I'm like, maybe not.
Yeah.
Wait, is there animal danger in this animal exodus?
I think it is, the kind of scene where like animals GTFO and,
They know better.
and that is a storytelling device for like something's about to happen.
Right.
Okay.
That
And all
sounds
the humans are
scary.
like, well, the animals are being weird. But they like don't also get out.
Yeah. So if you're lucky, Molly, this means that the animals will in fact be the best of friends that they've ever been because they all have a unified motivation.
Oh.
How come animals know to get out, but humans don't? You know what I mean? We're also
Yeah.
animals.
Electricity.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Noise, hearing,
Smells?
good hearing,
5G.
good smells.
Good hearing.
I've heard that like the word passes, like it starts and then like every animal who comes into the path like starts to behave strangely based on what the animal
Just
they
vibes.
experience, and it just sort of like
Oh. Maybe
yeah.
they're speaking
Yeah.
the language of the animals.
Nice.
Well,
Like
I think
in
they're
The
just
Wild
like,
Robot.
I don't know what this animal is saying, but this animal is behaving weirdly. That makes me behave weirdly.
right. Yeah, I think the language of
just-
the animals is anxiety.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, in that case, we should have so much more empathy for our
For
animal friends, wild animals.
Because we also have anxiety.
yes,
Okay.
I mean,
we're
usually
very good.
I think the reason people struggle with that is a lot of times when animals are anxious, their reaction is to murder anything that's causing that anxiety.
Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like a lot
So
of
it'd
times
be-
when an animal's
right.
distressed, their plan is like, well, I might as well go down swinging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not funny. But yeah, I see what you're saying.
It's kind of funny.
Yeah. We'll leave it to the listener.
Okay,
I feel just unprepared for this movie now.
so there are four men and they're aliens.
There's
Four men and a little
dudes.
alien.
Yeah. 4 dudes who are friends, and they're like college bros maybe, and they're coming back to go on a trip in Cabin in the Woods.
Okay.
In-
I'm gonna assume Maine. 'cause
Maine,
it's
yeah.
Stephen King.
Oh,
Ooh, this-
Maine guy?
Here we are in the cabin up here north, not too far from the border.
Oh, I see a Dreamcatcher hanging in the door there.
That's right. Oh, we get that part of a lobster pot. And Jason Lee is definitely one of them, and the 3
Nice.
other people will probably recognize. Maybe one is like the guy from Homeland who has red
Oh,
hair.
sure. Damian Lewis.
I bet, based on B's description, that the first half of the movie, or third maybe, the first act is just a human drama of like 4 friends reconnecting, like The Big Chill. It's like people coming together and like dealing with how their life has gone since they were close.
Yeah.
But then there's like
Somebody
alien butt
shits
monsters.
out an alien.
Honestly, it sounds like an improv show to me.
Oh, sure.
Where
Like,
before the show, everybody's like, let's just play really grounded characters and like try to get into relationships, and it doesn't hit with the audience. And so people start panicking in various ways
yep.
Yeah.
and all contribute to like mania soup.
Yep.
Yeah, that sounds like a thing.
That does sound like, honestly, like there are people we know, maybe even the 4 of us, where in a certain scenario we could start having a very grounded scene between 4 people, and then somebody gets uncomfortable. It's like, oh no, I'm pooping out an alien. Duh. So I could
I'm
see
going
that.
down swinging.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
It's the same impulse. Improvisers fight with toilet humor.
That's right.
I tell you what, when I see improvisers pull out like religious scenes or birth, I'm like, oh, Lord help us.
Yeah.
We are screwed.
It's like, oh, you're having a bad time? Nah, I'm going to make it a real bad time now, audience.
These ideas only sound good abstractly. This is going to be awful. You know, the best compliment, if we're going to go down the improv road for just another second, the best/worst compliment I ever received from a coach was after a performance at a pretty big festival. And he was like, I don't know how to say this in a way that's going to sound like a compliment. But which is a great way to start, right? It's like, but I have never seen a group recover after a opening scene like that.
Wow.
And we did. Thank God. It was a real stinker of a first attempt, and the show was good. But yeah, it's hard to claw that back sometimes.
But then it was just like a series of butt monster scenes, presumably.
Yeah. Weirdly, no. It was a good set. Okay, and if anybody tells you differently, I'm going to direct you to our coach,
Okay.
who gave. That was actually the best compliment. So maybe it wasn't that good a set. But anyway, there were no toilets. What year did we say?
Dan said 03. I was working up to say it a year. I think I watched this in the period where I was home, either late college or right after college, and I was just getting a lot of movies randomly from the library,
Sure.
which is about, that's like 2005. So I'm going to say, you know what? I'm going to be Team Dan, and I'm going to say 2003 as well.
Wow. I feel like this was before his name was Earl, so it has to be pretty early in the 2000s, right?
Yeah.
Whose name is
Jason
Earl?
Lee was on a successful show called My Name is Earl.
In which he played a character named Earl.
Yeah, he was the titular Earl.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Turl.
Nice.
Is that something?
I'm going to say 1999 when all the good movies were made.
Ooh.
Wow.
That's very spicy.
So are you trying to equate this into that, or are you saying this was like the outlier?
Yeah, it's basically The Matrix. No, I'm saying that would be a good reason for it to have been overlooked.
Sure.
I'll go Team 2003. I have no idea.
Wow.
But that seems
3 for 3.
like it could be the year because I would have been in junior high, and that seems like a time when I would have been oblivious to what movies were coming out.
Mm.
That's fair. That actually makes me want to take back 1999
No.
because I was.
Stand strong, Molly.
Oh, okay. How about all of the early aughts? Nope.
No.
Okay.
What else do you remember from this movie?
There's an alien ship near the end.
Okay.
And I think it
Is
ends
it a big
in kind of
toilet?
No. The toilet monster they got to chase around the cabin. And I think cabin is not in good
So this is
shape.
just Evil Dead?
That's got some Evil Dead vibes.
All right.
There's a storm.
Sure.
I agree with B's assessment that I don't know why it's called Dreamcatcher or if there is even a Dreamcatcher in the movie.
Amazing.
I wonder if that's like a element that's in the book that didn't make it into the film adaptation.
I hope so.
Yeah, maybe, but then why title the film it? Like,
That's a good point.
they change the name of things all the time.
Yeah.
They changed the name of Stephen King stories.
Yeah.
Are the aliens the dream catchers? Do they catch people's dreams?
Oh, they
Could be.
power their ship with human dream.
Oh,
Ooh, maybe it's like a catch and release program.
Or that.
Yeah.
yeah, could be
I
that.
do wonder if this is one of the stories that Stephen King says he doesn't remember writing.
Right.
Like
'Cause
there's a
it's
few of
just
those,
so
right, where he was like
drug-fueled.
Yeah, there yes. Yeah.
Amazing.
very coke.
Yeah. There are a few that he's like, I have no memory of writing that story. So it's
Yeah.
very possible this was one of them.
Wow.
Guess we'll find out. Or by
Maybe.
we, I mean Molly. Maybe we'll find out.
I'll look into it.
Just talk in your phone. When did Stephen King get clean? And then
Yeah.
work backwards from there.
Okay.
And he got hit by that car real bad, right?
Yeah, that was way later.
Oh, didn't know that.
He sure did. I read his book on writing. It was very interesting.
I also read
And
that
one-
and found it interesting.
Yeah. I like one of the things he said is like when he was interviewed, people would say, "Do you really write every day?" And he says, "No, I take a day off for my birthday and the 4th of July." And in the book, he says, "Actually, that's a lie. I really do write every day. That's all I want to do."
There you
That's
go.
so funny. Hey, Molly, how should we rate this film?
Wow.
I couldn't figure out how long we were recording. I was getting nervous to ask.
It's a little timer on the
But
top.
I agree. How should we? Yeah, but was there like a bunch of bullshit first? I don't remember.
Yeah, probably.
Hey, Molly, how should we rate this film?
Ooh, well, as you know, I like to, for executive produced extrasodes, incorporate the person's name or our executive sponsor's name into our rating system. And this particular person basically handed me a perfect rating scale.
Well,
B, alien butt toilet. And the B is
the
like
alien.
The. Yeah. B, alien butt toilet.
Wait,
The B is the what? B is the.
Instead of the, it's B.
what does that mean?
You're right, Molly. That is perfect.
There you go. Beth gets it.
The like old English
Yes,
sense?
it's like if you were to write, I'm so glad you've got this, Dan. If you were to write the in very old English
THEE
font,
Yeah.
it would
Uh-huh.
look like a B. It's just
The
like
whole word would look
ye
like a
old
B?
Actually, did you know that ye, that Y shape was a substitution for TH? So when you see ye old store, that means the. But that's not what this is. This is just the letter B.
So it is just...
The
thee and thou. I was wondering if it was like thee and thee as in thee and thou, the informal singular second person
Sure.
that we've dropped.
so B alien
is it?
butt toilet. What was it?
Yeah, what was the rest of it?
B alien butt toilet.
Be alien butt toilet.
B
Or
alien butt
Babbitt.
toilet.
So I'm trying to decide if it belongs to someone or merely being specific.
Okay,
It's
so you
short
show
for
up at
belief.
Home Depot.
Yeah, thank you,
Yes.
Beth. Let's
It's short for
you
belief
go
now?
you show up at Home Depot and you go to the like plumbing section and
Right.
you're looking for something to add to your bathroom.
Yes.
There's a box with the alien butt toilet. What it really says is the alien butt toilet, but the font looks like
Smudged.
a B.
I
Yeah.
see.
It's been
And
smudged.
then you
At Home
say...
Depot.
People
I
start
see.
calling it the B alien butt toilet
Yes.
because the font's
It's
so
not-
confused. It's really a branding issue.
Finally, somebody gets it.
I see.
It
Okay.
is not yet thine.
Not yet thine. You need to purchase
yet a woman.
from ye
Haven't
old Home
purchased.
Depot.
Jesus
Right.
Christ. Okay.
And it is for alien butts.
Oh, great question.
It's shaped like an alien butt for fun, and you put your human butt
Yeah.
on the alien
Because
butt.
as we all know, when we were little kids, our greatest dream was to have a race car for a bed and an alien butt for a toilet.
Lyndon gets
Yeah,
it.
it's like the hamburger phone
Yeah.
of toilet of alien
Yeah.
butt.
Oh,
Yep.
Yeah.
Mom, I just want to poop in an alien's butt. God.
Yep.
So is it?
Okay.
And they sell it at Home Depot.
So it is an alien butt shaped toilet for human
Yes.
butts.
yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
So it's
Okay.
a just.
This
I just want to make sure
all
I've got
makes
the whole
sense. It's
thing
very
down.
clear.
Okay. So it's a
Yep.
poorly branded
Yes.
alien butt shaped toilet sold at big box hardware stores.
Yes.
Okay.
I thought it was a Home Depot exclusive.
Oh, it's
You
a deep
know,
exclusive.
Sure.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
Okay.
Good for them for
I
getting
can't wait
that.
to see how many we rate this movie.
Okay, Molly's moved on. Dan, how many would you like? How many logs you drop?
Whoa, no.
There
You
is
did
no
this,
reason to
Molly.
be coarse. You don't have to be coarse. How
It's a
many of
toilet.
these designer toilets will you be purchasing? How big is your home?
Wow.
Oh, okay. So it's an aspirational
5
rating. I love that.
bathrums.
Yes.
Yeah, damn.
Yeah, or they could
Wow,
be
wow,
gifts.
wow.
That's true.
Maybe you're gifted to your young lover.
Oh, sure.
Oh.
Hey,
You are also young.
do you want to go to the dance with me? Here's a toilet shaped like an alien's butt.
Hey, somebody had a crush on me. Did leave a toilet in my front yard one time. So
What?
What?
yeah.
You can't
We
just
can't go
throw
again.
this stuff out at the end of this section of the show. You do this all the time.
I'll save it for the second half.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Teaser.
Yeah, Jesus. Okay.
Just gonna write toilet talk and hope I remember.
I'm sure it'll work out.
Yeah, we will.
All right. So from B's description, it's like something that I will, like, as a movie, objectively, this will be terrible. But considering all of the times that a human being had to say yes for this movie to exist, I will probably be very entertained just thinking about that all the time. So I'm going to be optimistic and say 4 B alien
Wow.
butt
Whoa.
toilets.
Wow.
I want to believe. I want to believe that I'm going to have a good time.
Believe. Yeah.
Because as Molly said, maybe under her breath, it actually stands for believe, but also it's just a poor font. It doesn't matter. It's tonally all over the place, which is appropriate for the movie.
Yep. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Speaking of letter B, you can't spell Beth without one.
Whoa!
And it's her turn next.
I was told earlier in this first half that I will hate this movie. So, I mean, it's gonna be kind of bonkers. So maybe I won't start with a 1. I'll start with a 2.
Nice.
And then see where it goes. It could go either way. If it's super bonkers, it might just go straight up to 5. Who knows? But
Awesome.
we will see. Only time will tell.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. I remember being sort of underwhelmed and confused. I think I probably picked this up because I liked Mallrats a lot. And I was like, Jason Lee.
That seems like a dangerous leap from what I know about this movie.
Yeah. And I probably, But I bet I'll enjoy it now more because I think I appreciate a mess more than I did 20 years ago. But I'm still pretty skeptical. So I'm going to, I guess, hide in the bathroom like a coward and give it a 3.
All right.
Molly, for the finale.
Ooh.
What if this takes place in Denali
Ooh, I'll be.
instead of Maine? Jolly?
No. I never cared for the word jolly. That's going to go on my tombstone. Realize Molly, she never cared for the word jolly. Okay, here's the thing. Normally, I would give this a 1 based on the description and everything else. However, out of respect for B and for the joy, B-spec.
There it is.
For B.
B-spec works better.
Yeah, that's way better. I feel like an
It
idiot.
is bespoke film.
I feel like a fucking asshole now.
Respect for the bespoke episode. You know what you do? Stick them on the toilet.
Oh, God.
Everybody's got it.
Molly, what were you saying?
Who knows? You know what? 3.
Out of
So I can
B-spec?
go either direction
Wow.
out of B-spec.
Nice.
And I B-spec to be giving it more like a 4 or 5 when this is all done.
Wow.
Because that's
Wow.
how much I care for our executive producer.
Nice.
Beautiful.
You're welcome. And with that, we're going to press pause, go watch Dreamcatcher, and we'll be right back.
Hey, podcasterinos. It's your smooth chatting, also Dan, here in the mid-roll to remind you, or maybe tell you for the first time, that you, like B, can sponsor and create your very own special extra-sode of this podcast, Totes Recall, from whole cloth, using the power of money.
Cha-ching.
Cha-ching. Here's what you do. It's very straightforward. You go to patreon.com/totesrecall.
.com.
Thank you. But also not thank you. And you go to the shop. There should be a very clear indication of where to go on our page to go to our shop. And in that shop, you will find an item, a rare item in RPG parlance. Very powerful, in which you can purchase.
Legendary.
Yes, purchase an entire episode of... I'm going to close the door. Where was I?
Dan, would you say that there we can purchase an episode of Totes Recall? Like executive produce it?
Molly, you can take your winnings from all the basilisks that you've slain in the hinterlands. Right, Dan?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, you got
Cool. and purchase an entire episode and give yourself the incredible, honorable title of executive producer of Totes Recall.
Wow.
So wow.
That
Very
sounds great.
cool.
That's so
And-
wow.
It's so cool. And this idea of giving it as a gift, I'm blown away.
Yeah. So like
Hint,
if you've already
hint,
bought one for
husband.
yourself, buy one for someone else. Yeah, husbands.
Or
husbands?
spouses of any kind. Partners, friends,
Bosses.
very sassy acquaintances.
Sassy.
Valentine's, young lovers.
Teens.
What better
Ooh.
gift for a couple young lovers than to
Yeah.
give the gift of a podcast episode by a collection of 40-year-olds?
That you can listen to together. That's nice.
Forever.
Forever.
It's a
yes.
keepsake. What a special time.
Wow. Is this the mid-roll?
It is. A special time is
It is.
had indeed. Patreon.com/Totes Recall. The shop.
.com.
Go to the shop. Ignore Dan. Just go to the shop. Thank you.
Ding ding, go to the shop.
And now back to the show.
And we're back. We just watched 2 hours and 13 minutes of a alien gun goo-filled fever dream. Should have been called
say
Fever
Beaver Dream?
Dreamcatcher. Fever
Wow.
Dream? What?
I think you said beaver dream.
Oh, it was sometimes.
It was a beaver dream.
Sometimes it was.
Maybe.
Sometimes it was.
We'll get to that.
There's a lot. There's so you would be surprised how much there is to say,
Oh, man.
and also how little there is to say,
How dare you?
because it's indescribable.
Yeah.
But that's never stopped us before.
Yeah.
True.
I have trouble describing just the sheer amount of awards we get for figuring out what to say about a movie in a segment we call 60-second summary.
60-second summary. We're summarizing things in 60 seconds. A minute has passed. The movie's been told. Now we know what happened. 60-second
And
summary. Go ahead.
I was going to say, and we're not yet old.
Well, we are
we're-
40.
So that's not. You know what? I was just trying to give it a.
I mean,
a rhyme.
my 70-something mother will tell you 40 is not that old. And you
Yeah.
need to stop saying that.
I
Fair,
mean, I'm with
fair
her.
enough. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm with her as the Gen X quadrant. I agree. Hey, Dan, how does 60-second summary work?
Well, in this part of the woods, I volunteered to do it. Out here, up in the pine forest.
Yes. Can
Are
I
you gonna
propose?
do it as main guy?
Yes, exactly. Can I propose that Dan does in fact do it, but he does it as main guy?
Okay.
I would
as my
love that.
not silent as my vocal protest to the complete lack of main
Yes.
accents
We'll
in
talk
this
about that.
movie. I accept.
Okay. I will time because Molly, shut up.
10 seconds.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Go.
We open a psychologist's office who's got a brain power. And then we see all four of our friends who all seem to have a different kind of powers. They go up here above the tree line into a cabin. But then there's a hunter folk who comes in out of the cold, and he's got a shit weasel.
Ooh.
That eats him, and
30 seconds.
Jason Lee and the government is involved, of course. They ostensibly are trying to stop things, but our four friends do their best along with their mentally neurodivergent friend who is actually a
10
secret
seconds.
alien. In the end, at the water treatment plant, the two alien sides make love and explode into a cloud of goo, and two of the four are alive.
Wow. Okay.
Very good main guy.
Yeah, I think what we learned is that main guy.
100% main.
Oh,
Main
for
guy.
sure. We learned that main guy is maybe not the most conducive character to the 60-second summary.
It's
We need a fast-talking Manhattan guy.
Accent.
He's trying his, you know what? He did his best, and I agree with Beth. 100% Maine on that one.
Thank you.
Yeah, and you know what else I'll add?
So charming.
This movie was so rich with detail that
God.
main accent guy didn't even have a chance to mention Morgan Freeman,
and his eyebrows.
and his eyebrows are prominent.
The government.
The government has a whole role in this.
He
And
certainly
in a
does
way-
have a role.
Yeah. and I would propose that could be completely cut out. The entire
Absolutely.
military
The
government
military?
presence could be eliminated from the story.
It honestly felt like by the end, like the best justification I'd come up with is so Thomas Jane would have a gun at the end. Like that is the best I could figure out. Is like, why did we
have
need
a
to
bigger gun
What's
than what
that?
he had originally. He had some guns at first,
But he needed a
then
better-
he had like an automatic.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, it is wild for how many guns were present throughout the movie,
Yes.
how rarely people thought to grab the gun. Like at one point, we're fighting aliens with a toilet and some tape.
He was in the bathroom, Molly.
Listen, I know.
I
I'm
mean-
just saying, I get it. I understand they could not have imagined the force of the alien that was in the toilet. I understand that now.
Yeah.
I feel like before we go too far, listen, if you have not seen this movie,
Oh boy.
I encourage you to just pause right now and watch it because
Yes.
it's going to sound like, or if drugs are not legal where you live and you want to feel like you could not possibly be in your right mind, also 100% watch this movie.
Yeah.
Because it's just going to sound like we're making stuff up.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't follow any sort of story parameters. It's not rational. It is 2 hours and 13 minutes of about 14 different movies.
Yeah.
And at one point I was like, maybe they just had a different director every day. And then the editor just did what they could.
Did their best.
They just did their best.
Yeah, if you haven't seen this movie, it will sound like we were supposed to watch this movie and give a report on it and didn't.
Yeah.
And just are trying our best.
Then there's a flashback, and there's a boy. Somebody's trying to feed shit to a boy.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of shit, the guy who got cold, the guy came in from the cold, he's got an alien in his butt and he's farting all over the place, and then he farts so hard that he bleeds everywhere, and then he shits the alien out of the toilet, and then Jason Lee, he's obsessed. He has an oral fixation, needs a toothpick in his mouth all the time. And then he drops his toothpicks in the shit blood, so he doesn't know what to do with himself. But he's got to get that toothpick out, even though he's supposed to sit on the toilet before Damian Lewis comes back with the tape in the tape shed that he tells him he's looking for by squeezing a bicycle horn to let him know he's still going.
Yeah.
This is one scene in the movie.
One scene.
It's not even the most important.
It's a compelling scene. It's our
It's
first.
very compelling.
I just want to say we were Marco Poloing during this movie to mimic the togetherness. And one of my favorite Marco Polos the entire time was when Beth came on and said, "Oh, this is the answer to what if a fart were scary?"
Yes.
Yeah. And it is. I
And
think the
how it
monsters
is.
look good for
Yeah.
2003.
Sure.
Gross.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, that whole philosophy about don't show the monster because it's scarier, the idea of it, they really threw out the window early on.
Yes, they did.
Sure. Yeah. While it's
And they
just
had-
a bump in the toilet, that's
Yeah.
the scariest part, maybe.
I agree.
Yeah.
As somebody who was in the first half very worried about how scared I was going to be, I wasn't scared in this movie.
Yeah, there was an amazing moment in our conversation. As Molly said, we were using a short video exchange app, if you don't know what Marco Polo is. And Beth sent a video that's, I think it was as they were trying to find the guy, because he like left a trail of blood on the way to the bathroom. And Beth sent a video that's like, I don't want to watch this. And then less than 90 seconds later, after he's like shit the alien out and Jason Lee is sitting on the toilet and dropping dramatically slow motion dropping his toothpicks, We said get another video from Beth just cackling like a maniac.
Yep.
And you know what's wild? Because before we went to the break, or before we went to the second half, Beth mentioned, well, I'll just listen for the changes in music cues.
Yes.
Not even the music cues follow any sort of it's silent at interesting times.
Yeah.
And then I think there are only 3 songs. One of them is like super creepy. And one of them is like the closing credits to Miami Vice.
Hell yeah.
Like it's a
Yep.
real bop.
It
Synth
rocks.
drums.
And then there's just like one song that's in the middle. And those were the
Don't
3
forget
choices.
Blue Bayou.
Yeah.
Oh,
Blue
that was
Bayou.
a cappella.
Somehow important.
It never came up. I thought it was going to be a thing.
It was. Yeah.
Just like, what was happening? Before we go on, should we talk about what was going on in the mind of Stephen
man.
King when this was going on? I did have to look away from the movie for a few minutes to get some
So are we.
intel.
Okay, first question before we get too deep into it. From your research, would you say this is an accurate adaptation of the original work?
You know what? I skipped the plot
Okay.
for all of the description because I didn't want to stay with the movie too long, and also I didn't want to ruin it.
Yeah.
Because it was unfolding like a beautiful flower.
Okay.
Here's an interesting fact.
Please.
Dreamcatcher is the 45th book published by Stephen King.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
His 36th novel.
It's wild.
Yeah, and he at first was pretty happy with the work, and then he kind of soured on it in a 2014 Rolling Stone article. He said, quote, "I don't like Dreamcatcher very much," and also stated the book was written under the influence of Oxycontin, which he was on to control the pain from his crash. So yeah, apparently he wrote it in longhand, and it helped him recuperate after his 1999 car crash. It was completed in half a year, and the working title was Cancer.
Huh.
And his wife, Tabitha King, bless her heart, persuaded him to change the title.
There are multiple stories from their marriage of her just coming to me like, "Hey, buddy, what?
Maybe not that.
Maybe not do that." Like, I'm pretty sure. I think famously, like one of his first books, he like threw in the trash, and she was like, "No, it's pretty good. Just try to publish it." And now, 40 some books later, we get Cancer, the novel.
Well, before he soured on it, when it first came out, I assume while he was still on oxytocin, he said, "This is one of the very, very good adaptations of my work." He further said the film would, quote, "do for the toilet what Psycho did for the shower."
Respect. Okay.
That's good.
Respect.
Yeah.
But yeah, the director said that the commercial failure of Dreamcatcher really hurt his career.
Ugh.
And he was about to do a movie with Tom Hanks, and his phone just stopped ringing.
My
So
man.
that was probably the greatest casualty of all.
Just to confirm, he's on Oxycontin, not oxytocin.
Oh yeah, what did I say?
Oxytocin.
You said
Oh,
both,
no.
I think.
Oxycontin. Yeah. What is oxytocin?
That's like the
It's in our
love
brains,
hormone.
isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I guess we're all on oxytocin then. But
With
no, he
this
was on
movie, absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you for the clarification.
Yeah. It's a mess. This movie's a mess.
A beautiful mess.
Yeah.
I mean, beautiful in a certain sense, because half of the movie is like, "Hey, look at all this weird goo that came out of butts."
It is like they work so hard to like big chill the opening scenes with all
Yes.
like the inside jokes and
Yeah.
a very long exploration of a mind warehouse metaphor
That
that
was-
turns out to be sort of literal. Like it was one of the gifts from the alien.
Was
boy.
it?
Was it? I have a
I think
question.
so. I think so. I think that was his particular gift. I think they had different ones. I
Okay.
have lots of questions.
Let's.
But
Go ahead.
should we try to catch people up in as linear a way as we can?
Well,
Okay.
I feel like it's worth talking about the superpowers, magical
Yes.
gifts, alien
Yes.
infusions that our
Mhm.
four mains have.
So before the end of the movie, as main guy explained, by the end of the movie, we learned that their other friend, Totes, is actually an alien pretending to be a person, I guess.
Yeah, there's sort of a throwaway explanation by Morgan Freeman later. They try to take the form of someone that we would find appealing.
Right.
Oh, okay.
So like a child or, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they meet Duddits because he was being tortured by some older kids.
Yeah.
Who were trying to force him to eat dog poop.
Which, like, even, like, that scene honestly was a harbinger of what was to come. Because, like, that scene went on for so much longer than it needed to. Where it's just like, let's explicitly say our deal and our, like, ethical cores and what we believe in about the world. But also, I don't know. It was a lot. It took a long time for them to just be like, hey, quarterback, we're going to tell everyone you tried to feed shit to this kid and it's going to ruin your life. Also, this guy's really fast. Also, we want to save the world because we're good kids.
Yeah.
And this is all granted. And what's funny is like the whole reason
also, I don't want to run. I want to fight.
That's
yes,
right.
Sorry, go ahead.
And the whole reason they were going over there is because one of them was just like, yo, you could see the prom queen's pussy in this abandoned building, which makes no sense to me. I still don't understand what was going on there.
I mean, yeah, that's kid logic.
Yeah.
I heard
it was
it
very
must be
Stand
true.
By Me.
It is, yeah.
Like,
Very
it
much.
is- yeah. It's like, instead you want to see a dead body, it's you want to see this picture, but it turns out to be just a pinup
Yeah.
and not even the real thing.
Right. Or at least
but
not
anyway,
the right person, I guess, right? Was that their issue with it?
I think it was like a 1940s thing, and they're like, "What is that supposed to be her grandmother?"
I see.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't. Why did I pay attention to those details? The point is, Duddits
They meet the kid.
Meet the kid.
Yeah.
They become fast friends with the kid, and at some point, the kid imbues them with powers to help them find a missing girl.
Yeah.
Which they do.
And the dialogue implies that they do this all the time, where they like the five of them like try to go do nice stuff in town.
It seemed like, yes, as kids, they were sort of like junior superheroes.
Yeah.
Where they were like the mystery team.
Fantastic Four.
Oh,
I guess
sure.
it's supposed to be like Scooby-Doo.
Mystery
Oh, they
Yeah.
are like Scooby-Doo. Yeah. They are like,
Yeah.
yes, it is more like Scooby-Doo since
But
that was
with
explicitly
powers.
stated
And
over and over. Yeah.
behind the old man's mask is an alien.
Whoa.
No wonder he likes
Sure.
Scooby-Doo so much.
Wow.
Whoa.
Would have gotten away with it if not for you pesky.
But
So-
But anyway, this kid imbues each of the four of them with a different power.
Yes.
One of them can find anything by twirling his finger and a space vortex forms.
yeah, that one is
Timothy
wild.
Oliphant.
Timothy Oliphant.
Oh yeah, this cast is stacked, by the way, if you haven't
Yep.
seen this movie.
Yeah, and then what are the others? Jason Lee's thing is he can
Toothpicks? I don't know. What was
Or
his
maybe
thing?
he can see the future.
Oh yeah, because
Oh,
he
yes.
calls his friend and
To
says,
be
"Be
careful."
careful."
Yeah,
I wish
that's
I
right.
knew.
Right.
He can see the future for other people. I
Yeah.
assume, not
Yeah.
for
Does that
himself.
come into play again? Like while they're fighting aliens?
You'd think he'd see the part where they fight aliens.
Yeah.
Or he'd
Well,
see the
he was-
part where like a alien is in a toilet and he has to sit on the toilet.
Yeah.
There should have been a
mean-
line earlier where he's just like, I'm feeling compelled to sit on a toilet in about 36 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know, but
Okay.
that's his thing.
Yeah.
He can see
Okay.
other people's.
Yes.
Tom
Then
Jane
there's-
can read people's minds.
But he
Right.
can also
But
track.
can't they all read
people-
people's minds?
Yeah, they can all read each. Yes.
Yes,
They're
they can
all.
They can
Psychically.
they can talk to each other.
Yeah.
But I think Tom Jane's the one that can actually read other people's, just anybody's mind, right?
Yeah.
I thought that the other guy
Oh, no,
was like, "What
'cause-
did you say to
yeah.
me?" And then he's like, "I didn't
Somebody
say
else
anything."
has a mind warehouse. Who is mind warehouse?
That's Damian
Uh,
Lewis.
Yeah.
Homeland.
okay.
Homeland.
Homeland. Got it.
Oh my
Okay.
god!
And so does he can remember
Everything.
but a finite amount of everything,
Yes.
right? Because he talks
Yes.
about how he's got to replace things in his mind warehouse.
Yeah, he has
Mm-hmm.
to like burn his porn box so he can remember the lyrics to a song or whatever.
Yeah. And
But
how to
then
use
he-
a
But then he has a
computer.
But then he has like a super office inside his mind warehouse where he can forever keep things that are the most important
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
or something.
And it's got a good lock on the door.
Yeah.
And he
Yeah.
can
No aliens can get in there.
Right.
Proves very helpful.
So I guess
Yeah.
that's why Duddits gave him that so that at some point in the future he could hide from Mr. Gray, the
Yes.
British alien,
Well,
inside
he
his
also-
own mind.
He
Why
also
is he
beckons
British?
him to die. Oh, we got to get into the British thing.
Oh,
But
we will.
Duddits beckons him to walk across the street and get hit by a car, where he
Right.
legally dies twice, which is what makes him immune
For some reason.
from having to share a body instead of die.
So that's why he
with
can.
Mr. Gray.
Mr. Gray, who's like the head alien.
I guess.
Yeah, he seems bad.
The whole, like, even the like the biology of these things is insane.
I
Like,
do
I
wanna
still
talk
don't
about
get
that.
it. I actually don't get it. I thought I got it, but then at the end, I lost
There were
everything.
so many different types of aliens.
But they were like all the same kind, right?
So there's the shit weasels,
Right.
which
Yep.
come out of people's buttholes.
Yes.
and they
after
lay
They've been infected with weird
The
red
red
fungus.
Stuff.
Mhm. And they lay eggs. They're the
Which
egg layers
they
and
lay
protectors.
Eggs.
But the eggs are
Mhm.
also shit weasels, aren't they? Or are they a
Are
different
they?
thing?
Those are little worms
Are those different?
that I assume grow up into big worms shit weasels.
But they can't be
that-
the same thing because one has to incubate in a stomach,
A person.
and then the other is an egg. So why would they need to go into the stomach of a earth creature?
Oh.
maybe
there are two different types and they can reproduce in different ways.
And the
Maybe
There's like a male and female version, but one lays eggs and
one is a butt worm.
and one is a fungus
yeah.
butt worm.
That's
they-
what I don't.
Okay.
It's the adults that make it all confusing, right?
Well, let's finish up the worms because the
Sorry. Okay.
the like big threat is that one tiny worm, if it gets into the water supply, the
Yes.
whole
Mhm.
country, the whole world
Planet,
is
yeah.
infected.
Doomed to her
Mhm.
infection or whatever.
But we never see the tiny worms actually do anything.
They
No.
don't get a chance.
Yeah.
They
Well, they
try
must
to.
grow into the thing that can make the fungus go everywhere. And then
Oh.
and then things get infected by that.
But then the thing that makes the fungus also is the fungus, because like it can become a cloud and then go back to being a monster.
Yeah.
Mm,
I think it's well, yeah, I think it adopts whatever form people expect it to be. So when it looked like a classic alien,
Yeah, but
I think that was not its true form.
But those
No,
are like
it's-
the big ones. Those aren't the
its
shit
true
weasels.
its true form is the big version of the shit weasels that have kind of legs, that
Yeah.
sort of have legs, right?
Yeah.
But
Okay.
so those ones can look like whatever, but the Mr. Gray thing fucks everything up because he's also a big worm guy, but he also apparently can like become a cloud of spores and just hang out in Damian Lewis's body for half an hour of the movie, but then just come out and reconstitute himself as a big worm man. Because we were trying this for like an hour of like, is it actually Damian Lewis's body or is it the worm who looks like Damian Lewis, but for some reason Damian Lewis's mind warehouse like got sucked into the worm? Turns out it was always Damian Lewis. There was just like a weird worm dust inside of him who was
Yep,
British.
Yep.
Yeah, who was
Oh yeah. Why was Mr. Gray British?
I don't know.
I guess so. It'd be easy to tell who's who.
Sure.
the
That-
moment that he
yeah.
turns into him is like the best
The
part
best.
of that movie.
Absolutely.
Because he like there's like a cloud. Yeah, he like just sits up and has a big smile on his face, and
Yeah.
he's having a great time.
It's like it starts with, because we first see Damian Lewis like get the gray thing and the alien in front of him explodes into red dust and he inhales out the dust, and then the next thing you see is him coming out of the shed with the snowmobile with like intimidating music, because you're like, oh no, now he's dust infected. But then suddenly he like becomes the Joker from the 1960s Batman TV show and just starts like smiling so wide, and he's so happy to be out in the world.
and then he has kind of a Gollum Smeagol type
Yes.
chat with himself.
Yes. So in this case, Smeagol is Damian Lewis, who was born and educated and grew up in England, who I think is of Welsh parents, if my quick glance to try to understand what the fuck was happening is
Okay.
correct. So he is affecting an American accent. That's Smeagol. And then Gollum is Mr. Gray giving Damian Lewis not that good of an British accent,
No.
right?
Well, if he's Welsh, then maybe he doesn't have an English accent.
But
He
like-
has a Welsh accent.
but
Maybe
I've
he was
heard
just
him in-
sticking it to the British.
Maybe, because I've heard him in other movies with like an accent from that region of the world, and it was like way, way better than that.
I think he had to. I think it had to be a very deliberate choice.
I mean, there were a lot of
right?
deliberate choices happening with all four of those dudes. And not even all four of the dudes, all of the dudes in this movie.
I wonder sometimes if the director wasn't like, that was great. Can you turn it up to an 11? Because everybody like leans so hard. The only subtle, beautiful performance in my mind in the entire movie is the mom.
Oh, yeah. Who's in like one scene.
Who's in one scene.
Of Duddits'
mom.
Yeah.
Does a beautiful farewell. Like, does incredible acting. I felt like she had a main lilt.
Mm-hmm.
She was believable. And I just feel like they forgot to infect her with can you make it bigger? Or she just refused.
I think it's so strange that that's the first time that we meet her. Like, you never see her when they're kids.
No, and there's this whole, Tom Jane says like 100 times, like, oh, we haven't seen him in years. But then it's like, it takes them like 10 minutes to drive to Derry and just pick him up from his house. So it's like, why haven't you seen him in so long?
Yeah. What is wrong
Just
with you?
go over there.
Well, and like, why are you going to the cabin and not visiting? That's rude.
Right.
Yeah,
and they were going to go up, but they didn't.
Yeah, and they made it sound like, oh yeah, he's never been up here. It's like, well, he's apparently right there. Like, you could just bring him along, right?
Well, and so I guess fans of Stephen King recognize Derry as one of the 3 main locations in Maine that are part of his universe. So I guess Pennywise, and I think there's something about the address that's supposed to be very specific too, which I didn't catch.
Okay.
But anyway, Derry, it does seem surprisingly close. I think, though, part of it's messed up because the pacing is so weird.
Oh, yeah, it is.
We'll spend like 15 minutes on a guy lying to Morgan Freeman and getting his hand shot off.
Yes.
But then, like, something kind of important, they're like, oh, we're here. This is why it seemed like an improv scene to me.
Totally. Yeah, it's like Morgan Freeman is explaining the entire plot of the movie for 8 minutes straight. And then it just cuts to this very tense scene where he's just like, no, I'm giving you John Wayne's gun, who gave it to me, because you're going to be in charge. Now bring in this random character we've never met so I can intimidate him and then shoot him in the hand because he lied to me and crossed the Curtis line, apparently.
Cross the Curtis line.
And everybody's called like Laddie and
Bucko.
Bucko.
Yeah, the scenes between Morgan Freeman and Tom Sizemore, his second, like the dialogue is fully insane. There's like metaphors
wild.
are so mixed. We're pissing in the same latrine, and of course Morgan Freeman delivers it great.
He delivers it great, but it's like all the dialogue sounds like it was written for a completely different actor.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
It's very
Like
confusing.
who cast Morgan Freeman is just like, oh yeah, this guy should call everybody Laddie and Bucko.
Yeah.
Also, give him the most severe haircut in the world, but do not touch those eyebrows. Do not touch a single strand of those eyebrows.
They're almost like teased out. Like I almost think they
wild.
added eyebrow.
Yeah.
I think they did, right?
I've never seen his eyebrows look like that. I think they were augmented.
Maybe it was
or teased out.
Maybe he suggested it. It's like, hey, what if this guy had crazy eyebrows?
Maybe he was just like, wait a minute, I'm getting a vibe off the script.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, it was. Everybody's words were so odd.
Yeah.
So odd.
And then
Like it was very stylized,
Yeah.
but not consistently.
and Jason Lee is going very hard at like quick talking guy, telling
like-
everybody to bite my bag,
Yeah.
and everything's a fuckaroo or a fuckaree or a fuckarona.
There was a
Double
question of whether that is from the original source, and I'm going to guess yes, now that Molly reminded me that it exists, because there's a character in it who also swears creatively. That's like his entire identity.
Oh.
So I'm guessing that was from the book. I mean, maybe not that heavy of it, but...
The first part of the movie I found very irritating.
Agreed.
Like I just felt like those 4 are just none of them are likable.
Yeah.
Toxic masculinity all around.
It felt like it was trying, it felt like it was trying so hard to be a certain kind of movie and then like pivot it really hard after every 15-minute chunk for the first third of the movie, which I think is what B was talking about, where it's like there's maybe a compelling story being hinted at the beginning.
I feel like he set up this story that's like, hey, there's these 4 boys. They want to save the world. Look at how nice they are to this boy who needed help.
Also,
and
they're psychic.
Also they're psychic. But then, like, there's a part in the movie where 2 of the guys are driving down the road, and all of a sudden there's a woman in the middle of the road, and they swerve and they flip.
Yep.
Turns out they're okay.
Yeah.
But Timothy Oliphant's character he's treating this woman like garbage.
He's so mean.
Like, she was found frozen in the middle of the road, and you're talking to her. Why are you talking to her like that?
Yeah, it was
like,
so
he's like, I'm about to strangle this woman.
Yeah.
It's like, what? Like, she just was like, I'm just going to sit down in the middle of the road. Like, that's not what people do. I don't know. It's just so weird.
An interesting choice for Stephen King too, having been hit by a car.
Oh, sure.
Like
he wrote an entire book about an evil car after that too. So I think he was working through some stuff.
Yeah, and I mean, Misery is like, wow. But yeah, I think none of these dudes, like, even when they were expressing vulnerability, they were expressing it in like the most like John Wayne way possible. Like when the therapist like holds a gun to his own head.
Yeah, but
he just like,
and he holds it in like the weirdest way imaginable too.
Yeah.
But I was just like, I don't want to see this. But like the guy who was so angry at women, I assume generally, has the creepiest pickup line. And I don't know how to go into all of it, but basically he can find anything, and he already knows where this woman's keys are and where she left them. And he's trying to be smooth about it, but he reveals way too much. And part of me is like, have you not had this power for 20 years?
Seriously.
And you haven't figured out how to be cool about it?
Yeah.
But then he, like, toxic masculinity, asks her out at the creepiest possible moment.
It was so weird.
And then has the gall to be mad that she's not going to show up for that.
Yeah, which he expresses that anger at the half-dead frozen woman across the fire from him.
Yeah. Like, they're not vulnerable in a relatable or kind way. And not once do they dance in the kitchen with wine. So
true. Wow. And they had plenty of opportunity in that cabin.
Yeah.
Speaking of that woman, that woman is a woman in this movie, which was a surprise.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
2, the reason we passed the Bechdel-Wallace test, because Timothy Oliphant takes her to the convenience store where she bought her Mars bar and says, "Hey, Rachel, how's it going?" And then Rachel says something to the woman that he's trying to help find the keys, whose name is Trish, which we know because he says it. And that's how we first are like, wait, is this guy psychic too? The whole montage at the beginning where it's just like, let's just find different ways to show you that all these guys are psychic was very confusing.
Yeah.
Especially because the Damian Lewis one made it seem like he was just being nice. You know what I'm saying? Like the Damian Lewis
remember
scene,
what his was.
It's like
Which one is he?
He's the teacher or the principal or whatever. And he's
the
like,
professor.
oh, if you cheat on this, whatever. But like they kept showing his shoes. And so I thought he was like, oh, this kid's having a rough time. So I'm just going to be
That's
nice
what I
to
thought
him.
too.
But then suddenly the kid, but then the kid's like, how did you know that I was sick? And it's like, oh, so he's just psychic. Like it was like almost an interesting character trait. And then it was like, oh no, he's just psychic.
Wait, he said he was sick?
Because he was like, oh, you had the flu. You
day.
didn't take the test that day.
Oh, no. Wait a minute. Hold, please.
He was like,
no. That's not it.
Yeah.
He knew he cheated.
Yeah.
And so he was going to be like, you cheated, you're going to get, you're a scholarship kid, you're going to get expelled. But then he sees the kid's shoes, which are beat to hell.
Oh, so that is what happened.
Takes pity on him and says, oh, as he rips up the test that the kid actually did take, oh, you didn't take the test, you had the flu. Instead, write me an essay.
Yeah.
So he's being cool. The guy didn't have the flu.
So what was the psychic part then?
He just knew that the guy had cheated.
He did say, how did you know that you weren't there that day? I was confused by that because I thought that same thing. And then I was like, oh, wait, how did you know what?
Yeah.
Oh, he was just sloppy. But no, I
mean, it is
knew
sloppy.
that he cheated.
That's probably right.
I think he wasn't there to proctor the test, but he knew he had cheated because he knows stuff.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh,
Well, I agree with Molly
okay.
that he was proposing a lie they were going to share, that he didn't take the test because he.
So my original interpretation was correct.
Yeah.
And he was a good man,
but,
good friend, bad professor, or
well, I mean, depends on, But they're both trying to get out of dairy good place to get out of.
Right.
And that's why they were in Boston. Okay. One other thing, though. So the detail where he gets lured out and gets hit by a car.
Mm-hmm.
This kid shows up with those shoes and goes, "That's my professor. He can't die." Is that detail helpful?
No. What was that?
Why?
What was that?
Why was that there? Because then I'm like, well, now do I have to keep track of this kid? Is this kid an alien too?
Maybe.
Yeah, I didn't understand
Ugh.
why we cared about the shoes being there.
I mean,
Maybe
yeah.
it was just to make us feel something, like somebody else was there.
Oh, that's something. That seems like a thing an artist would include.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe whoever was directing that day was like, let's have this kid be there so
Wait,
people
get that
feel
kid with the
some
shoes.
emotion.
Yeah. There's also this through line of SSDD, which
Oh, right.
stands for
Mhm.
same shit, different day.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I don't understand. It's presented with weight, like and
Yes.
importance, and I don't understand why or what it means beyond just a
It
thing
also
you
stands
say.
for Scooby Doo Doo. Nope,
No.
Scooby Doo Doo.
No.
Yeah.
Scooby,
Yes, but
Scooby,
nobody
Doo-Doo.
says that.
Yeah, it's almost solid state drive.
Mm.
But
It's
another
true.
No,
D.
I think I feel like okay. So I'm sorry, I'm stuck on improv talk. You can just discontinue me if you want to.
Who are you talking to?
I don't know the listeners and you guys. Here's the thing, though. There's like, you know what? Skip all this. Forget about it. I was going to talk about in shows where people are trying to establish that people have a family relationship. They do like a big greeting that's kind of weird and wonky, and everybody agrees is like just how we greet each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just felt like that nonstop for like the first 20 minutes of the movie. Huh? See how we're pals?
Yeah.
Look at all
Yeah.
these inside
Yeah,
jokes
they're
we have.
establishing a
Yeah.
shared history. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. See, that was faster. It reminded me of how people create a shared history. Beth, what I'm trying to say is please edit out everything I said, starting with the word improv. And I'm so sorry,
Yeah.
everybody.
Please discontinue her,
Yeah.
which is definitely the parlance we all use.
Yeah.
It is
Discontinued
wild.
culture has gone too far.
Too far, for sure. It is so wild that the director and the two screenwriters, if you look at like their careers before this movie, it is so many movies you have heard of and are ostensibly good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Well, and I would make this argument sometimes too, and people get mad because like some game we spent money on like didn't perform as well as they felt like it should. And I wanted to be like, think about all, and I would give examples of real movies that were like this. I'd be like, it had Meryl Streep and this director
Mhm.
and this much funding, and it flopped. Okay. So this is a creative enterprise. Back off.
Who are you yelling at in this scenario?
Accountants.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. Get him
Get
out of
'em.
here.
yeah. Hey,
They were also very nice, and I
Who?
appreciated
The accountants.
the accountants, but they had
what
weird-
accountants?
When I was at Cartoon Network and we made games,
Oh,
people would
God.
come in
Here
and
we go.
yell at us.
Back
Ted Turner
to
himself
Ted Turner.
would say, "Molly, you let me down with this movie." With this game. Here's
This
what
story's
I wanted
full
to
of
get back
holes.
to. Then,
Yes, please.
Beth. Sorry.
Oh, I was just going to bring us to the toilet scene real quick.
Oh, please.
Smart.
Please.
Because, so Jason Lee, they walk in, they go into the toilet room and they see a man who had previously been laying in a bed in their house, who had then bled all over.
Yes.
And an alien has emerged from his butt.
Correct.
Yep.
He falls forward into the, oh no, you
Shaft.
hear
The clawfoot
You
tub.
hear
A plop,
the plop?
in which Jason Lee says he dropped a clinker
A clinker. Yeah.
to indicate that he must still be alive because they thought he was dead because he was just
Yeah.
sitting there. Yeah.
then they like pat his back or something, and he falls forward, and you see
You
that
see his bloody
they're
butthole.
his bloody butthole.
Movie's
Okay,
awesome.
so then all of a sudden you hear something moving around in the toilet,
Yeah.
and they sit on the toilet. And Jason Lee is supposed to sit on the toilet. he drops his toothpicks, which he's like addicted to having toothpicks in his mouth.
Apparently.
While who's our guy that's running to the Homeland's running to the shed to get some tape, traction tape.
Friction
tape. What is friction tape?
I have no idea. Why didn't they say
looked like duct tape.
Or just tape?
Is it the same thing?
I don't know. It looks like a roll of duct
duct
tape.
tape and friction tape the same thing?
I don't know.
We'll never know.
Yeah, there's no way to find out.
The tape heads out there.
Point is,
furious.
all of the toothpicks fall into like the blood on the floor except for one, which he's trying to grab. And I know this is going to sound so stupid.
Please.
That is so unbelievable to me that he would not be able to focus on sitting on the toilet and instead needs that toothpick in that moment. I mean, like even people who have obsessions and like have compulsions are not going to be thinking about their compulsion in a life or death situation like that. I don't think so.
Extra stress.
Yeah, if they're thinking about it, they'll be like, oh, this sucks. I wish I had my toothpick. But you'd still be like, there's a crazy butt alien under me and I need to sit here, right?
I don't know. I think he overestimates his skills, and it turns out friction tape is not the same as duct tape.
Whoa.
What?
Friction tape is a cloth-backed tape with a rubber-based adhesive, primarily used for electrical insulation and mechanical protection.
Okay.
Duct tape, on the other hand, is a polyurethane-coated cloth tape with a strong adhesive. But you know what's wild to me?
Does it look like duct tape in your research?
It looks like electrical tape in my research.
Well, then what the fuck is happening in this movie?
I don't know. But I'm just like, why? That does not seem like, I don't know. I guess I wouldn't come up with a better solution off the top of my head.
Put something heavy on it. Go get a bunch of pans. I don't know.
Or just get just get like the gun rack and like wedge it into the toilet or something.
Yeah, and just start shooting.
Or just shoot the toilet.
The hell out of that toilet.
Seriously.
They had so many guns.
So many.
And they went for the tape. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I did promise at the first half that I would come back to my toilet story.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I forgot
toilet
about
talk.
Yes. Please.
That
So
someone gifted you a toilet.
Well, when I was in high school, I came home after going out. It wasn't that late at night. It was maybe 9 p.m. And someone had placed a bunch of stuff in my front yard, including a toilet.
Okay.
Like just a full porcelain toilet that I assume someone else had gotten rid of.
Yeah.
And my parents kind of gave me a look like, you're going to take, they were like, you're going to take care of this, right? And I was like, yeah. And I think there was like a card or something. So I knew who had left it, and it's had his phone number.
In the toilet?
I called him. I don't remember where the card was, to be honest. But I was like, you have to come you need to just come pick up this stuff. It just can't be on my lawn. And it took me a long time into the conversation to realize he was trying to ask me out on a date.
Yeah.
Wow.
I didn't get that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
You've never heard of the flirtatious toilet?
Yeah.
I hadn't. And in the end, he said he would bring it back if I promised to read a book by Henry Rollins. And I said I would, and I did not.
You were Trish. You were the Trish of this story.
I was the Trish. I was creeped out and just wanted. I mean,
you were like, sure, I'll read this book.
I get it now, and he was a perfectly nice person, but that was not where my head was at. So
why did he?
So
want
was the idea like, this is a little prank that I'm playing on you, kind of like pull your pigtails at recess?
Kind of a neg, but kind of like a flirtatious neg.
And then was the book like, we'll have something to talk about if you read this book?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so.
This dude was taking long walks for his goals here.
It was a long walk. It was a long walk.
Imagine gaming this out with your friends. Like, okay, so first we get a toilet, right, man? Then we get the toilet and put it on her front lawn. I'll put my phone number in the toilet. Then when she calls me, I'll be like, yo, you got to read this book, and then I'll move the toilet. Then she reads the book. Then I come get the toilet, and then we talk about the book.
And then we fall in love. Because we read the same book.
I do remember that being a thing. Like, I remember boys in my high school class, like, doing, like, forking people's yards and stuff.
Forking?
Yeah,
Oh,
you, like,
sure.
put forks in the grass, and so then you have to go around and, like, pick all the forks up out of the grass.
Wait, you're talking about, like, this is a thing I would know about. Is this some kind of Midwest? Dan,
I only know it from
California?
Or like
No.
TPing somebody's yard.
TPing, I
TPing
know.
is universal.
Forking sounds vaguely
Forking?
familiar, but it also
Does
sounds
it?
very dangerous, right? If you don't see them and you run over with a lawnmower, like
Like real forks or plastic forks?
Like plastic
Oh.
forks.
That would never happen in California then.
no, we don't have any plastic.
They would all decompose
Yeah.
by the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, it'd be compostable forks.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's fun.
Well, I just am saying that I think that this is a more common move by teenage boys than it should be. So
Yeah. It's
teenage
like-
boys,
Hey,
Pulling your pigtails.
nobody really likes that.
Yeah.
Cool it.
but also
Cool.
like
Cool
if
it.
I will say this, if it was just the toilet, that would have been pretty good. But the fact that he put
Yeah.
other crap in your yard, no.
Yeah, it's confusing.
Because just
I
the toilet's kind of funny on its own, right?
I guess
But-
it was a lot of stuff. Like it was enough stuff
Clearly.
that,
I mean-
and I lived on a pretty heavily trafficked corner.
Yeah.
And in hindsight, I think my parents were pretty cool about that one. They were like, "Well, Molly's got it.
Yeah.
She'll tell him."
The fact, I mean, it is not if you just gave us the chain of events that he had created for himself first, and then told us there was other stuff in the yard besides the toilet, that would
Yeah.
not come as a surprise at that point. Because clearly he's doing too much at every step of the way.
Yeah. And he had friends help him. That's the
I mean,
thing.
he'd have to.
Yeah.
Unless he was
Yeah.
super ripped and hot, Molly.
And they all
How-
were
how-
like, yes, this is a good plan to get the girl to like
Flawless.
Well, no. What his friends were thinking was, yes, this is a great way to kill an afternoon.
you. Sure. The toilet.
And we get
Yeah.
to put a toilet in someone's yard. That's hilarious.
Yeah, he was like a year younger than I was.
Mm,
I think.
immature.
Maybe
Yeah.
2, yeah. Let me look him up on Facebook, see if he's still there.
Right now?
Yeah, I'll keep
Right
doing-
now?
No, right now?
Yeah, I just want to see.
Oh,
Don't do that.
Oh my god! Should I add him as a friend?
Is he carrying a toilet in the photo?
No, he
No.
looks like a grown-up person.
Wow.
I did not add him, but we have 32 friends in common.
Nice.
Wow.
Well, maybe he'll become one of our patrons.
Please don't discontinue.
Speaking of friends in common,
Yeah. Thank you.
you're welcome.
All our friends in common go on Discord and ask us Q's and C's about the movie we just watched,
Hell yeah, they do.
Dreamcatcher.
Oh, they do mention the movie several times in the
Yeah,
movie.
and there definitely
And
is
you
a Dreamcatcher, and maybe Duddits also. They say Duddits is our Dreamcatcher, which I don't know.
That metaphor also doesn't track.
Yeah.
Well, he captured the nightmare that is Mr. White and exploded him in a lover's embrace.
A lava lover. They all
A
they set on fire or
lovers.
something. But
Who
they're
is
all
Mr.
dream
White?
catchers.
Yeah, is Duddits a different kind of alien? Or
He
Gotta
looked
be.
different.
Well, he's a different shape. He was
yeah,
brown.
he had a different
with,
color
like,
and a different
horns.
tail.
so he,
And he had
like
spiky tail.
30 years ago or whatever was like, I know the bad aliens are going to invade Earth, so I'm going to
He-
go hide out and train
He's
4
yeah.
dummies.
He's the toilet kid of aliens.
Okay.
He's like, okay, I know the evil buttworms are coming to infect the planet with fungus. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go there decades before they get there. I'm going to pretend to be a child with some neurological issues that make me a little different. I guess I'm going to adopt myself into the nicest woman in Derry and be her child. Then I'm going to let bullies feed me shit so that these other kids come and be my friends. Then we're gonna save other kids in a way that is harmless but apparently effective. And then eventually, when we finally decide to save X number of children, I'm gonna give my psychic powers to them. Then they're gonna ignore me for 30 years while I get cancer. Then my mom will tearfully let me go die in a car somewhere with a random military man and an old friend who's been avoiding me for decades. Then I'll walk into the water treatment plant and then stab the worm guy with my cool tail while we bang in a goo bubble.
Yeah. He's doing the heaviest lift in that equation. He's
Oh,
like
yeah.
giving the killing stroke to the alien general, Duddits is. Like the four dummies he gave powers to flail about and don't do much. The military does more than them as well.
Why couldn't he have set it up where why couldn't he, if he had so much, if he was moving so many chess pieces around, why couldn't he just set up so that Mr. Gray came to his mom's house in Derry?
Yeah. And then he could just take care of it. Butt spike and dunzo.
I don't know, y'all. Also, can we just talk about on the way, the military bit and Morgan Freeman? We didn't even get into where he steals a helicopter. It's too much to get into. But there's this incredible moment where one of the friends is like, give me a call, Jonesy. And Jonesy from the safety of his office.
This is after he's give me John Wayne's gun, Tom Sizemore. And Tom Sizemore just does it.
Just hands him this really nice gun.
Trust this guy so much.
Fast.
It's
First
wild.
of all, trust him because, and he did some I know everything about you and what you tell your daughter at night and stuff. But so that's pretty creepy.
Yeah.
But this guy goes for anyway, but he is so trusting that first of all, also John Wayne's gun is also a tracker, but we don't have time for that. He hands him John Wayne's gun. He's looking at it and he's like, Jonesy, give me a call. And in the Mind Warehouse Palace, a phone appears and Jonesy gets inspired, picks up the phone and calls. But for whatever reason, the only phone that this dude holds a gun up to his ear and has a one-sided conversation. And he does ask for his gun back, and at that point, you think maybe he'll pull over and be like,
"I'm not into this."
I'm sorry. I thought you were really onto something, but you were just not saying no.
Tom Sizemore's all the way in.
He's so in, and it didn't take honestly that much.
Yeah,
it took more time for Morgan Freeman to shoot that poor man.
Yeah, Tom Jane literally is just on the other side of the fence and just hey. I know your boss is crazy and you know your boss is crazy. Also, here's your daughter's name. Also, here's you keep your dad's photo with you. Anyway, mutiny and drive me to this place.
Yeah.
And then give me your gun.
And it's wild.
The moment when we all realized that Tom Jane was using the gun as a phone may have been our breaking point collectively.
Yeah. And Tom Jane plays it straight down the middle.
So cool.
Oh, just does such a good job. And then the guy with that same guy, what's his name? America? No.
Which guy?
Tom Sizemore?
I don't know. Not Tom Sizemore.
His name is America?
No.
Morgan Freeman.
No,
Homeland? Are you talking about Homeland?
Yeah.
Okay, Damian Lewis.
I'm trying for Homeland.
Great.
So, but it's not Homeland. It's the other guy, Damian Lewis.
Damian Lewis is Homeland. What are you talking about?
The guy. Okay, it comes down to two survivors,
Yes.
right?
Uh-huh.
Homeland
One
and
is
Tom
Homeland,
Jane.
and he's on
Frank
the floor.
Castle.
Tom Jane, Frank Castle, has this enormous gun.
Detective with the
And
weird
he-
haircut in the first season of The Expanse.
Yeah.
Thank you. And he's trying to shoot this worm
Oh
butt
my God.
weasel. What do we call him?
Morgan Freeman calls them shit weasels. Yeah.
And he's like, the shit weasel is somehow flying through the air
It was
to
amazing.
evade bullets and gets caught at the end, consumes
Yeah.
the half of the long gun.
Yeah.
And then it jams. And he's just able at the nick of time to shoot the butt weasel.
I don't even know if it jammed at that point because there's a close-up of him desperately trying to reach the trigger with his index finger, which is, I don't know why it was so hard to reach the trigger.
Well, I mean, it was clear that he had that person had never shot a gun before.
Sure.
It was just
It was very funny.
it was flailing in the air.
Yeah. That was actually
It was a
legit.
very-
that
this
was the
guy's
most.
hunted, but he's obviously never shot a submachine gun before.
moving.
No.
Yeah.
That was maybe
Yeah.
the most realistic part of the entire movie. But yeah, when the buttworm just straight up housed the barrel of the gun itself,
Yeah.
that very much felt like, oh man, this movie's already over 2 hours. We got to wrap this shit up.
Yeah. I think we all felt like, oh, this is a long movie at about the same time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There was there was a moment that I was going to send that to you all, but Dan sent it, and then also Dan sent
He was
it.
like,
I think it was.
I think Molly's
out
phone was
they have
charging
to go to
or
the water
something.
treatment center. It was like, oh, there's a whole nother location
Yeah.
where a bunch of stuff has to happen.
Yeah, I think it was they figured they had to go to a water treatment center, and then I think the second they cut back to Morgan Freeman's character, we were just like, why? Why do we need to care about him anymore?
Yeah.
I guess because he
Shot
needed.
down with John Wayne's gun.
He is in an attack helicopter, and him and Tom Sizemore are shooting at each other with automatic weapons,
Yeah.
and they both miss.
Tom Sizemore does not move or
catch a
dodge
break.
at all.
No, he gets shot like in the gut, maybe finally, and then manages to shoot the tail rotor with John Wayne's handgun.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And that's enough to bring Morgan Freeman down.
After all that, after all those buckos and laddies. Oh, we completely didn't even mention the completely unnecessary like Top Gun scene where they go to attack the mothership or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and they mow down all these baby aliens.
Why did we need to
It's
care
so-
about that?
And
Yeah.
why?
It's so unnecessary.
Why
The movie's
do
better
those-
as like a cabin in the woods horror rather
Yes.
than an Independence Day like
No
battle
one
with
cares
alien
about the
invasion.
Independence Day part.
No.
And then there's
Yeah.
a nor'easter coming through.
yeah.
But aside from a singular, well, first of all, a disappointing Maine accent telling us the nor'easter's
Yeah.
coming.
That's the guy.
There's a singular
Alberta
flake that
Clipper.
comes down and lands on somebody's glasses.
Oh, right. And it even
And
makes like
that's
a
it.
poink sound when it
Yeah.
lands on his glasses.
And then you're like, oh, it's going to start to snow, and it does not.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyway, that was not the biggest hole in the plot.
I mean,
or-
the biggest
or the
hole is
least
the back of that
explained.
dude's.
Heyo.
Ew.
Oh, that poor dude.
Yeah.
And dog.
And lady.
Aw.
That
I didn't like the
dog.
dog part.
Yeah.
No, poor
I did not
Ike.
care for it.
Yep.
The dog actor was great, though.
So good.
Yep.
What a good dog.
Can you imagine? Okay, just imagine like how much trust there had to be between that dog actor and Hank Cresthorn when he had to have the butt worm coming out from behind that dog
Yeah.
while it lay there, and I guess pretended to be dead at that point because it can't survive the butt worm, right?
No, I think the
I don't
shit
think
weasel
so.
kills it. Yeah.
Oh, bummer.
Now's a great time to turn back to Discord,
I agree.
our text-based chat platform.
If you'd like to be on our Discord, go to patreon.com/TotesRecall.
Check
Click the whatever button. That's not the shop. That's in our tiers. Right, Beth?
Correct.
Nice.
You can become a member,
That's
and
right.
you'll gain access to Discord.
It's fun.
It is fun.
One person with access is Carzon. He asks, does Molly know it's a Stephen King? I think the answer was not before, but she sure does now.
Oh, boy.
And then, how very Maine is Dreamcatcher? Not Maine at all. Very disappointing.
Far less mean than we wanted.
Yeah, some loon calls near the end.
Sure.
There's a giant map of Maine in
yeah.
Morgan Freeman's office
That's true.
that eventually gets splattered with hand
Yeah.
blood.
I mean,
Oh,
it's
right.
cold and northern, but
Yeah, there were a lot of missed opportunities for a main guy to show up, especially the old man at the gas station, who's literally
guy-
his entire job is just to tell you a storm is coming.
yeah,
Ugh.
yeah,
Nothing.
very disappointing. All right. B has a couple questions for us.
Ooh,
Oh.
our executive producer.
Yeah, I
B.
believe so.
I'm all ears, more ears than I
so.
would be for anyone else.
In a movie full of big choices, what is your favorite choice being made? I think mine is
That's-
gun phone. Yeah,
Gun phone is good.
Oh
I think it is
man,
gun
I
phone.
think.
Yeah, that's the one that really
Oh
broke
man,
me.
that is tough.
I mean, I still don't understand why Mr. Gray was had an English accent. I think that's mine.
It's a solid choice for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, there are just so many moments I have questions about.
Yeah.
And there's that entire scene where you see from the perspective of behind the quarantine
Oh yeah,
thing.
the helmet
Just
or
to
whatever.
walk through a bunch of people. It's so weird. But no, I think gun phone has to be up there though, right? It has
mean,
to.
It's so good.
It's so good.
Because no one reacts to it at all. Like we talked about. We've already talked about it. Yeah.
No. This movie is a serious film that has so many comedic tropes to it.
Yes.
The amount of farts alone. Like, this should be a comedy.
And like the farts farts are so bad that like Jason Lee literally like runs to the front door and is like
But he's too polite to say that in front of the
what a
frostbitten
gentleman.
stranger. They are nice people. I also just want to say the Miami Vice music, just every time it came on, just really threw me. Oh, okay, no. I've got a new biggest, best choice is how the movie ends.
Oh my
It
God,
just
what the hell?
Ends. It blacks out and then it cuts back to them sitting around. Like, you're supposed to have good memories of when their lives were simpler.
Like he literally he steps on the worm that was going to infect the world, and then I think Thomas Jane just says like Jonesy, and they smile at each other, and then it's over.
Because that's how he knows for sure that it's Jonesy and not still Mr. Gray, right?
Oh, because he stepped on the
Stepped
worm.
on the worm, yeah.
Wouldn't he already know that? Because the giant alien came out of his buddy's body and got sex exploded by his other good friend who's an alien?
Could be a trap.
Maybe that was the moment. I don't know.
My favorite choice I'm going to go with, because it's so like of the movie full of big choices, there's a point where Thomas Jane has gone back to the cabin. It's covered in red fungus or whatever, and he's killing all the egg worms, and he's lighting the whole cabin on fire. And then right before he leaves, he looks at the half fungus Dreamcatcher and then looks in the general direction of where the bathroom was, just goes, "Bye, beef." And
It's good.
really,
Playtime's over.
pretty much any time one of the other characters like emotionally, verbally mourned their friend Beaver was pretty incredible. Because there's a point when Damian Lewis like comes back to the bathroom and closes the door while the buttworm's still in there, and he just at the door, he's just like, "You killed Beef, you killed my buddy," or whatever. It's wild.
Do you think Stephen King has 3 very good friends from childhood who just check in on him occasionally?
It has to
I
be
hope
that,
so.
right?
Oh,
Or he didn't, and he's just trying to live that dream every day.
man.
And then also, of course, Jet Snowmobile Joker smile is maybe that's top
that's
3
a really
for
good
sure.
one.
Very good, yeah.
I mean, listen, I give respect to all 4 of those actors, because like they, at a certain point, you have to, like, you read the script, right? Like, you see where this is going, and it's like you just go for it.
Yeah.
Like Timothy Olyphant had to, before stepping in front of the camera that day, be like, "Oh, today's the day a buttworm jumps out of the snow and bites my dick while I'm peeing my best friend's name in the snow."
Yeah.
Like, he knew that was going to happen. He's a professional actor who knew that was supposed to happen.
The best part about that is it's CGI, so he had to pretend like it was happening.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Timothy Olyphant and Jason Lee specifically, who both at one point had to like wrestle the buttworm. And it is like, they're trying their best, man.
They really are.
Trying their best. Hell yeah.
B notes, as we did before, that the director and the screenwriter are big time names. And then ask the cast, the director, the screenwriter, all top notch. Is it up to handle Stephen King's mania?
Is it spelled the way I hope it is?
No.
Okay.
Mania?
Oh, Mania.
Oh, got it.
And maybe that's it. Maybe they were too good and professional, and like you needed someone with a little looser in the brain pan.
Maybe.
Oh, yeah. It's like the you need the Michael J. Fox version, not the Eric Stoltz version.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, it is like, it needs to be a little goofier, I think. Right?
Yeah.
But it was so goofy. Like, each of the individual
take it so
choices
seriously.
are goofy, but somehow it adds up to. And then there are a couple like Stephen King like directorial choices that I'm like, I don't know, guys. This just seems like an overwrought way
Did
to
he direct
shoot
the movie?
this. No, I just mean, how Stephen King is always like shooting through a circular window or
Oh.
following a snowflake or,
Steven Spielberg.
Did I say Steve? Who did
Stephen
I say?
Who are you talking about right now?
Steven Spielberg.
Okay. That makes more sense. I was like, I don't think he
Yeah,
directed. I
Lawrence
think he just
Kasdan
wrote
did.
the book.
Who? Okay. What are you saying, Molly?
Beth got all
She's just mixed up her Stevens.
She's
I
spiraling.
just mixed up my Stevens. I was just talking about how like the movie just, it individual choices embrace the goofiness, but somehow the movie as a whole did not.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It was trying to embrace and reject at the same time, and it's very confusing. But also, can you imagine a scenario where somebody took a script that's The Big Chill,
Yeah.
and then turns into a monster movie that has military aspects and psychic powers and just comes out with something that makes sense?
I mean, I don't know. I feel like if this movie had been made by like pre-Lord of the Rings Peter Jackson, it might have worked.
Mm.
Okay.
Because that dude made some
I'm
weird
listening.
shit. And a lot of it was gross and involved puppets. So this was right up his alley.
Oh, okay.
By the way, the animal scene where they're all fleeing
yeah.
the town.
Yes, the Exodus.
Molly hopped on Marco Polo and said, "This is so cute."
Aw.
It was so cute.
It was
All
kinda
those
cute.
animals.
The bears
the
and the
close-ups.
elk and the squirrels.
All the little bunnies.
Yeah, they're just hopping away.
just hopping away. They were so cute.
They knew.
I liked I think that was my favorite line. in the
What
movie,
they were
which was,
infected too, and they all
"Even the
got killed by
bears
Morgan
are scared."
Freeman.
Yep.
Well, did they?
Yeah.
How did he catch all the animals?
I don't know. Helicopters.
Sure.
I mean, there's just so much to this movie that I'm like.
I mean, end of sentence. Like that's.
Also, can we just talk for one more second about this incredible dog actor?
Sure.
Please.
Yes.
This dog at one point is encouraged to eat by Homeland.
Yes. British
Who is-
Homeland.
British Homeland,
Yeah.
the Mr. Grey. And that dog does not want to eat whatever that stuff is. I have never, that dog was like, this is nasty. But he did it anyway.
What a good boy.
What a great,
Or girl.
what a good boy. Or girl. It's not clear.
Good dog.
Good dog.
Good dog. Bad alien.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they should have called this movie.
Yeah.
Yep.
It would have been clear. People would have come in with different expectations. Dreamcatcher doesn't make sense as a title for this movie. It doesn't tell you anything that's waiting for you.
No, at all.
It should have been zombie animal apocalypse. Morgan Freeman's in it. Are you ready for a wild ride?
Yep. That'd look great on a poster for sure. Yeah.
Honestly, it would be, you would have to weed out people who did not want to see
If
that.
I saw that on a poster, I'd be like, I'm going.
Yeah.
I'm checking this out.
Or B Alien Butt Toilet would be another good
Oh, yeah,
name
of
for
course.
this
Oh,
movie,
yeah.
which just also happens to be the name of our rating scale.
Oh.
Which is a segment we do
Wow.
on the podcast.
Oh, and that could have been like a B movie. I didn't
There
even
you
think
go.
of
But
that.
it's not. It's the font.
It's the
But it
font.
also is short for believe.
Yeah, as we all remember, this is a toilet that is shaped like an alien's butt, so you could pretend like you're pooping into an alien's butt, which is
Yes,
kind of
much
how
like-
the aliens defeat each other at the end with
Exactly.
their spiky
Yes,
tails.
exactly. Yeah, they both like insert themselves into the other one and try to like win with the most spores or something.
It is hot.
Yeah.
There's like a sack, and they turn bright
Yeah.
red.
That's hot stuff.
Some bags are getting bit, if you know what I'm saying.
And yeah, that's the rating scale. Dan,
Yep.
you gave it 4.
Yeah, I did.
You thought it would be terrible,
Yeah.
but you were excited to see how so many humans could say yes to this and have it be made.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with myself from the past. This movie may just barely eke its way into that revered category of a terrible movie that rules because it was so. I was surprised at every turn. Like, as straightforward as the actual, like, basic plot of the movie is, once you actually figure out what the plot is, it just was such a journey. I don't know. I had a great time. I'm going to stick with 4. This movie rocks.
Great. Bad.
It's no Citizen Kane.
It's no Citizen Kane.
God damn.
Beth, you predicted a 2 since I thought you would hate it. But maybe it would be bonkers enough to get above a 1.
Yeah. Oh, it is so hard to rate this movie. It is not good. Like, at all. But it is crazy enough that you are like, I would like to see this.
Like, you're glad you've seen it.
Yeah, I'm glad that B sponsored this episode because now I know about Dreamcatcher. I think if I'm gonna give it a rating based on as a movie, it is a 1.
Great.
But as my enjoyment of it, yeah, probably like a 4.
Nice.
Of the experience. Maybe even a 5 for the experience.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
It is bonkers. So, yeah, but I think I'm going to officially give it a 1.
I love that. I'm so thrilled.
Great. I said a 3. It would be a mess, and I was going to hide in the toilet like a coward and give it that.
Mm-hmm.
It is a mess, but it surprised and delighted me a number of times. It's too long.
Yes, for sure.
I think, yeah, if they had removed the entire military part, getting it down to like 100-minute movie, then I'd probably be up to like a 4.5. But I think I'm gonna go 3.5. I'm gonna go up a little bit.
All right.
Nice.
Half is a bidet instead of a toilet. So I have 3 alien butt toilets and then 1 alien butt bidet.
Ooh,
Oh my.
refreshing.
That's disturbing imagery.
Molly,
Yes.
you were tempted to go with 1, but out of respect, you went all the way up to a 3.
Wow.
Yep. Well, I have the same feelings as Beth, but I'm going to go with my official rating that reflects how much joy this brought me and how, like, just genuinely bananas it is, and how, like, you could not, like, a robot could not have written, except maybe they could have. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I just, like, everybody works so hard in this movie. I'm gonna, you know what? I'm talking myself up to a 5.
Yes. Yes, Molly. Yes.
Yes, I'm just like the audacity and the just sheer, like, willpower to just make this happen.
Yes. The gall
Like, just
to put this out into the world.
Yeah. This, like, Oxycontin, like, fueled, longhand written, Stand By Me, warped E.T. fantasy with Morgan Freeman in a helicopter. Like, who's upset?
Again,
no one
great
should
poster. Like,
Great poster. And those bunnies did look so cute. And there's no way he killed all those animals.
I mean, we see him in the
Yeah,
back of the
they all-
truck, right? That's what the dog eats.
yeah.
Oh.
Oh, that's what that
Yeah.
was?
Yeah.
Oh, gonna need a bigger
Yeah.
truck.
Oh,
Ew.
gonna need a bigger butt.
right.
Yeah.
Do butt worms come out of little rabbits?
I guess.
Maybe they're
It's
smaller.
unclear.
Oh, Tom Sizemore does say like half of people survive the infection, so maybe
That's
like
right.
you have to have the perfectly sized butt
Yeah.
to gestate a butt worm, and then otherwise it goes away.
It goes away?
So like the rabbits maybe get infected, but they don't actually die because they're like there's not enough butt,
Yeah.
so the worm just like dies off.
Butt
or
too
something.
small.
But those bears, man, ooh,
You don't think butt's too big?
Oh, those poor bears.
them butts too big. No way, dude.
No such thing.
These are like goldfish. They probably get as big as their container allows.
Okay.
So like a bear butt worm is probably terrifying.
I'm gonna probably is.
That's why Morgan Freeman's mowing down every animal in that forest.
Plus,
Oh
if
my
it's
God,
a-
I'm bringing my rating back to a 4.
What?
I just can't.
Wait, what?
I don't know. I'm sticking with 5.
If it's a bear
5.
butt, then it's easier to come out because there's no pants in the way.
Oh,
yeah.
Because it's bear.
Wait, are you trying to make a dumb pun, or are you talking about bears, the animal, who don't wear pants?
Oh, both.
God damn it. Now I hate it. Molly, okay? You seem like you're...
I've just started to think about, like, are those like great alien survival instincts that led that creature to not even try the other direction?
Oh.
To like swim towards the sewage tank?
Maybe.
And then I got caught up on fixture tape again, or whatever it was they were looking for.
Yeah, I was about to say, why didn't it try to go just down the drain?
Maybe too
Because it
big.
would go, but
It's pretty big.
but I'm thinking maybe because it's a cabin, it's not actually hooked up to like a
A septic system.
water
Well,
line.
he's
that
Damian Lewis said that the furthest it can go is the septic tank.
Ah,
So that's why they wanted
Wow.
to trap it in the toilet.
I see.
Mm-hmm. So this
Okay.
screenplay is airtight, is what I'm saying.
Airtight.
It deserves Molly's 5. No question. When you said sewer line, I thought you were trying to make like a analogy about the butt and asking why it doesn't come out of the mouth.
Oh.
But I know why it doesn't
Oh,
come
I
out of
thought
the
that's
mouth.
what you're saying. too.
Honestly, I feel like that would be less pleasant.
Absolutely. Teeth
Ooh.
Less pleasant for who?
Yeah.
for the
The
worm.
person. Oh.
What?
I was going to say for the person. Listen, if I'm going to have an alien weasel come out of my body,
Uh-huh.
I would rather it come out the butt than my
Yeah,
mouth.
I agree.
Yeah, we're agreeing,
I
aren't
agree.
we?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were disagreeing and I was ready to fight.
Oh, wow. All right, jeez.
I was lining up my arguments.
All right, jeez. You might as well be calling me Bucko at this point, at this level of aggression.
Hey, lad.
Am I crossing the Molly line? Is that what's happening here?
What a weird movie,
What a weird.
man.
Oh. Hell yeah. Thank you, B.
Thank you, B.
For
Yeah.
bringing us this gift.
I mean,
I think Molly says this every extra set, but I think more possibly than ever before, it is true that without you, we never would have watched this movie.
I mean, if I had even done the most cursory glance at any sort of description of this movie, maybe not.
Yeah.
But we just like a bunch of dummies. We're like, sure.
Yeah, we're just like the cabin, the do they have a name for themselves? The 4 dudes?
Cabin boys?
Did they call themselves
I
anything?
don't know.
No. SSDD group.
dudes?
That's awful.
Maybe they did. They had something maybe.
We'll have to read the book, I
I
guess.
guess so.
Ugh. Never again.
Never again. You're never gonna read a book just in case.
Just in
It might be a
Yeah,
Dreamcatcher in
given how
disguise.
often Stephen King writes, like odds are good you pick
That's
up a book,
true.
it's just gonna be what it is.
Just butt worms on every page.
You're just reading a book and then you're like, wait a second, you take the dust cover off.
I got Dreamcatcher again.
It's Dreamcatcher.
Oh, that's awesome. That rules. This is a movie.
This is a Stephen
Put
King
that on
story,
the
right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
You see him
It's a
sneaking out of the library.
a metatextual Stephen King story where every time you get a book, it ends up being Dreamcatcher by Stephen King. He loves that shit. He
Yeah.
might write a book like that.
It's like The Stand. All the books are getting
Yeah.
infected.
Yeah. By the Dreamcatcher book. Stephen, call us.
Yeah.
You're reading a film noir and he answers the phone and it's a gun.
Oh,
Yeah, it could happen.
risky.
Ooh.
Wow, this movie, I think this movie might have been the one. I think this broke us, and the podcast will never be the same.
I tell you what, I am so grateful for the 11 years plus however many episodes this is that we got to Dreamcatcher.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
If we had been green rookies, if we had been naive young podcasters and had Dreamcatcher thrust upon us, I don't know if we would have survived.
We would have been like, well, our brains are broken.
Yeah.
Farewell.
I guess we
listeners.
can't watch movies anymore because this one was too perfect. Oh. Bye, Beeve.
Totes Recall is hosted by Molly Chase, Beth Gibbs, Dan Jaquette, and Dan Linden. Produced by Beth Gibbs. New episodes of Totes Recall drop on the 15th of every month. For more information and bonus content, visit us at totesrecall.com. Thank you so much for listening.